Kuhn argued that Darwinism constituted a revolution by abolishing teleology from the emerging discipline of biology. In other words, it removed God as a scientific force. That is as may be, and we will certainly see how in the 19th century the old scientific order was deeply affected by his theory. But if we look at the wider implications of Darwin's theory of evolution through natural selection, especially the implications it has for the existence or not of a divine creator or architect of the universe, then what we observe is muddy water, very muddy water. That's my opinion anyway. To some, however, it's also simple, and if we take at face value some philosophers and scientists' loudly expressed equation that Darwin equals materialism equals no God, it would be tempting to ask, somewhat dramatically, like Andrew Marr did in his TV series, did Darwin kill God? However, what we're going to do in the course of this lecture is make things more complicated, try and demonstrate that simplistic equations don't add up to good theology, good philosophy, or indeed good science. In fact, when we look at the history of the impact that Darwin's theories had upon religion, we see deeply complex and often ambivalent reactions. But maybe not if you look at it from the edges of the debate, where hardline creationists and rampant neo-atheists eyeball each other across YouTube and beyond. Welcome to the Way of the Master website and television channel. The Way of the Master is a Christian ministry run by Ray Comfort and the ex-actor Kirk Cameron, and its mission in life seems to be to demolish Darwinism.
It says of Darwinian evolution, it can turn dinosaurs into birds, apes into humans, and amphibious mammals into whales.
I believe in science.
What's your major here at this university?
Biology.
Your biology major?
Yeah.
You believe in evolution?
Yes.
What's your major?
Geology.
Chemistry?
Biochemistry.
Environmental science and policy.
I'm a physicist.
Biochemistry.
Okay, do you believe in evolution?
Yes, I do.
Do you believe in evolution?
Yes, I do. Of course.
Yes, I do.
I do believe in evolution.
You believe in evolution?
Yes.
Are you a strong believer?
Yes.
Are you a strong believer?
Yep. Yes.
Yes.
Absolutely.
A scientific method is based on the collection of data through observation and experimentation. Science Daily.
Could you give me some observable evidence that evolution is true? Something I don't have to receive by faith.
Yeah.
Some observable evidence.
I mean, take a look at what happened 65 million years ago.
Hang on, I can't. That's 65 million years ago.
I believe, millions of years.
So that can't be observed.
We can trace the evolution through the fossil record.
Could you be specific? Just give me one.
Between 6 and 7 million years ago.
Hundreds of thousands to millions of years?
So it's quite a long time.
Yes.
Millions of years.
Yes.
So it can't be observed.
Evolution is not testable over time.
And just as Comfort and Cameron aim to demolish the theories of Darwin, they also aim to demonstrate the designed nature of the universe. Everything is designed by an all-knowing, all-seeing, all-powerful, creative God. In the example that follows, Comfort decided to use a very old argument that we've already come across and will come across again, Paley's watchmaker argument. But instead of a watch, Comfort chose a generic can of Coke. When we see a can, he argued, we know that it has been designed for our use, for our convenience. We can infer the existence of the designer. We also know that the designer has been thinking of us, making the product easy to use, from its easy to hold shape to the ring pull on the top. But instead of a stone or a flower, Paley's examples of evidence of God's design, Comfort, in his infinite wisdom, chose a banana.
Hold this, Kurt. Behold the atheist's nightmare. Now, if you study a well-made banana, you'll find on the far side there are 3 ridges. On the close side, 2 ridges. If you get your hand ready to grip a banana, you'll find on the far side there are 3 grooves, on the close side 2 grooves. The banana and the hand are perfectly made one for the other. You'll find the maker of the banana, Almighty God, has made it with a non-slip surface. It has outward indicators of inward contents: green, too early; yellow, just right; black, too late. Now, if you go to the top of the banana, you'll find, as with the soda can makers, they placed a tab at the top. So God has placed a tab at the top. When you pull the tab, the contents don't squirt in your face. You'll find the wrapper, which is biodegradable, has perforations. Notice how gracefully it sits over the human hand. Notice it has a point at the top for ease of entry. It's just the right shape for the human mouth. It's chewy, easy to digest, and it's even curved toward the face to make the whole process so much easier. Seriously, Kurt, the whole of creation testifies to the genius of God's creative hand.
There was, of course, one major flaw with this line of argument that Comfort's critics were not slow in pointing out. The banana had in effect been produced by human culturation over the course of thousands of years. It was very much a human product of agricultural domestication.
Ray Comfort is a New Zealander living in the United States somewhere. You may know him as the Banana Man. Look him up on YouTube. If you study a well-made banana, you'll find that it perfectly fits the human hand. It has a tab at the top for ease of opening. It's curved towards the face for ease of eating. The whole thing resembles a Monty Python.
Comfort was forced to backtrack, but only so far.
When Ray Comfort challenged Richard Dawkins to a debate on the existence of God, the professor refused, referring to Ray Comfort as the Banana Man and an ignorant fool. Banana Man is a reference to an illustration presented by Comfort, in which he compared the complex design elements of a Coke can to the complex design elements of a banana, in order to demonstrate that thoughtful design by a designer is required for both examples. Over 1 million copies of this illustration were sold in the form of the atheist test. However, atheists removed the Coke can from the video version and sent it across the internet, saying that Comfort believed that the banana was conclusive proof of God's existence, missing the point of the illustration completely. They also said that the banana had been modified over time by man to fit in the palm of the hand, and not by God. But in their effort to make him look foolish, atheists gave Ray Comfort an international platform for his message. His book, You Can Lead an Atheist to Evidence, But You Can't Make Him Think, rocketed up the Amazon.com rankings on its first day of release, moving from number 69,572 to number 38 in 24 hours, and was the #1 book in the categories of religion and atheism on Darwin Day, even bumping out Richard Dawkins' The God Delusion. Comfort apologized for his mistake about the banana, saying, "My apologies for not explaining myself more clearly. I was not aware that the common banana had been so modified through hybridization. However, the truth remains that God gave man the knowledge and ability to modify it so that it perfectly fit into his hand. He did the same with big dogs so they can fit into his car, and with wild cats so that they are perfectly fit for his wife." Ray Comfort, along with actor Kirk Cameron, has debated atheists on ABC's Nightline in 2007, was a platform speaker at American Atheists Incorporated 2001 National Convention, and written many books on atheism, including God Doesn't Believe in Atheists. In reference to Dawkins, Comfort said, in Expelled No Intelligence Allowed, when Ben Stein asked Richard Dawkins, "What do you think is the possibility that intelligent design might turn out to be the answer to some issues in genetics or in evolution?" He answered,
at some earlier time, somewhere in the universe, a civilization evolved by probably some kind of Darwinian means to a very, very high level of technology and designed a form of life that they seeded onto perhaps this planet. Now, that is a possibility and an intriguing possibility. And I suppose it's possible that you might find evidence for that if you look at the details of biochemistry, molecular biology. You might find a signature of some sort of designer.
Wait a second. Richard Dawkins thought intelligent design might be a legitimate pursuit?
And that designer could well be a higher intelligence from elsewhere in the universe.
Well,
but that higher intelligence would itself have had to have come about by some explicable or ultimately explicable process. It couldn't have just jumped into existence spontaneously. That's the point.
So Professor Dawkins was not against intelligent design, just certain types of designers, such as God.
So Professor Dawkins believes that highly intelligent aliens from somewhere else in the universe may have created us. So Ray Comfort has lifted his offer to $20,000 to Professor Dawkins for 30 minutes of his time to explain why he believes that there is no God. He suggested that the debate be called Banana Man versus Alien Man and let the audience decide who is the ignorant fool. What does Professor Dawkins fear? Will there be a debate? Stay informed. Sign up for the free weekly update on www.pulltheplugonatheism.com.